Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Hyperfixated. I'm here with my co-host Chris,
So
and this episode is going to be a little touching to our hearts right here because we're recording this on Tuesday, the day after Nintendo of America sent a tweet out saying that Charles Martinet is being promoted. Well, he's going to a different role that was created for him called Mario Ambassador. So he's still going to be doing stuff with Nintendo, but he's stepping down from recording for the games. And as you all know, Charles Martinet is the voice of Mario, Luigi, Wario, Waluigi. He said, and sometimes Donkey Kong too. Um, but we're losing four. I'm going to count Donkey Kong as a half, so we're losing four and a half good voices and a great person along with that. And again, he's still alive, he's still kicking, but he's in a different role. Doesn't want to do the voices anymore. But so with this being said, I feel like a big chunk of our childhood is changing, and we're not going to have the same we're not going to have the same experiences with Mario because we're going to hear a different voice. And again, they could even use different. They could use his old voice clips. They could with AI stuff. You can make it sound like him now. So that might be the route they choose to go. I'm not sure, but we'll get to that part when we get to that part. But Chris, what do you feel about the legend of everyone's childhood from the late '90s to early 2000s babies? How do you think what do you think about us losing a voice acting legend? Well, not losing one, but um,
I mean, technically, we're losing one because he's not going to be doing anything
yeah,
anymore with voice acting, at least. I mean, it's going to be upsetting, yeah, but at the same time, like you said, there's AI and some of that, so it's like we hardly won't notice that he's gone unless they have someone take his
yeah.
place that completely butchers it. Which,
Chris Pratt.
oh my god, yes, we need the Chris Pratt.
Hey, it's a me,
It's a
Mario.
me.
That's not the voice. That's what it says. He goes, it's a me, Mario. That's not the voice. And it cuts to a clip that says that was the voice.
Yeah, unless they put someone else in his place that completely butchers it, I don't think we'll really notice too much. But of course, the people that do know, yeah, it's going to be very upsetting. But at the same time, you got to understand where he's coming from. And he's
Yeah, he's
done it
been
for
doing this
years.
since.
And I don't know if you know, I figured this out whenever I met him at a Comic Con. Uh, he actually voiced one of the main dragons from Skyrim.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
Parthenax.
so I
Yeah, you can't tell because his voice is like super
Yeah, I
deep,
could not
but I
tell. I
freaking
didn't know until I met him. I was like, "That's crazy."
yeah, I didn't know that either. And like I was playing Skyrim, and like when I got to like the credits and it said Parthenax, I said Charles Martinet. I said, hold up. So I looked it up and I said, no freaking way, this dude was Parthenax because I couldn't in Skyrim, bro. I couldn't kill Parthenax. He was one of the boys.
Yeah, there was no way I was going to sit through the whole credit scene reading names, so I did not come across
I
that.
don't blame you. But check this out. Here, I was looking for this.
It's me, I'm Mario.
It's a me. I'm
It's me,
the new game gonna be.
Mario.
It's a
Wahoo!
me.
Yeah, here's the new game.
It's a me, I'm Mario.
He goes, that's not the voice, and they said that is the voice.
Oh, Wahoo! It's a me.
I'm Mario.
Let's go.
That's not the voice. You'll have to wait to hear the voice.
He said that's not the voice. That is the voice. But yeah. So to start off, then like since we're going down a whole nostalgia road right here with Charles Martinet, um, what was the first Mario game you played that had his voice in it? Because without him, like the Mario 64, he gave Mario a voice. Mario didn't have a voice, right? Then everybody just kind of assumed he kind of sounded like just a plumber, and then he gave Mario his voice, and that's something like really cool. Like no one else can say like I gave one of Nintendo's best mascots their voice.
hmm
Like that's crazy. So like that being said, like what was your first Mario game that you played with him voicing Mario?
Mine was the actually original Mario 64 on a Nintendo 64. Actually, I still have that same copy. Uh, Played it every now and then whenever it came to the DS, of course that was revolutionary because you could take that on the go.
Oh
So
yeah.
I played that all the time as well. Collected all the stars. It was great. So I mean, that's my
The only
first.
issue with it is when. Good. But yeah, the only issue with that game, bro, is every time you close your DS, he'd go, bye bye.
Bye-bye.
And then my mom would always be going in my room, was like, turn that thing off.
God, man.
And I'd be like,
Hit
okay.
you with that. Wah! Yahoo!
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, that was my first game, and it's definitely a very sentimental one, just because the fact of I grew up on that one, and then especially whenever I hit the DS, I was taking that with me to everywhere. So it definitely
Yeah.
there wasn't many games in between that I played as much. Like I've never played the
Yeah.
Paper Mario series, so I wouldn't know anything about that.
You need to hop on that one. That's a great series.
I do need to, but yeah. What about you? What's your first game?
All right, so my first Mario game. So I knew a lot about Mario 64, but I was kind of into I was into like Lego Star Wars before I played like any Mario. Like I played the old Nintendo games first. So when I was a kid, I played like nothing but like the SNES and then the normal NES.
Mhm.
So I never like we never had a 64, so I never got to like experience that one. So my first Mario game with Charles Martinet's voice in it was probably New Super Mario Bros. Wii.
All right.
If I were to think of it, because I played a bunch of the DS ones too, but the DS one came out about the same time that the Wii one did, and I didn't play like Mario 64. I didn't play that one on the DS like at that time. My first one I did was New Super Mario Bros. DS and Wii, and then later on I played like all the other ones as well. But I started off with New Super Mario Bros. Wii, and I was big chilling. All them Koopas going bop ba doing the Koopa dance.
I completely forgot about the New Super Mario Bros. For the DS, man. I played the hell out of that one too. It was great. 100% of it, everything.
Same here.
It's great. I used to play the mini
And the
games with my
second one
friend,
too.
or not my friend, but my little brother. I used to kick his ass at
Yeah.
any of the games on there, man. He used to get so mad.
Luigi was sitting there just throwing cards.
Just throwing cards. He was with his smug little look. Smug little look every time he beat you. He knew he gave you bad cards, man. Spaghetti.
That's what he said. My favorite game on there, bro, was that freaking Yoshi game, the Love Me Not one, and it was the flower. You got to keep picking it and go.
Yeah.
And if he gets no, it goes, if you get yeah, you like you hear a happy noise. But if you hear no, it goes. See, hold on. I gotta. I love this sound from here. It is.
It's such a bop too.
We gonna get copyright for this episode, bro.
Oh no. Meow man. Every time, bro.
Yeah.
Meow man.
Dude, I would use that game to see if one of my crushes liked me when I was a kid, and like I always got no, and I was like, dang it.
Bro, you too, man. I was like,
Yeah.
she has a crush on me if I could win this level. I should say something.
I'd be like best 2 out of 3, and I never get
And
the
then
2 out of 3.
you just keep
I'm like,
adding
dang
more
it.
odds. You're like, all right, best 4
Yeah,
out
so
of
well,
5.
maybe there's a chance. Maybe there's a chance, and I never got it. But yeah,
I used to
so
do that
talk,
same
like
thing.
if we're talking about like yeah, and then if I'm thinking like there was also like a battle mode where you could play against Luigi, like if you had a wireless on the DS.
Yep, that's the one
and
me and my
my
brother used
neighbor
to play all the time.
Yeah, because I didn't have the game, but my neighbor did. So like I'd go like I go like across. I go like because he lived right next to me, so I go to his house, and then like I go to the window. I'd be like, "Hey, bro, let's do wireless play because we're about to go to bed. I'm like, let's do wireless play." He's like, "All right, bet." So like we wireless connect it, and I've run all the way back to my house and we play it for a little bit, and I'm like, "Yeah," and then sometimes he'd win, sometimes I'd win, but like it was a really fun game and fun experience, and I will cherish those memories. But gotta see.
All right, so I will
So
say,
after our,
with the
Go ahead.
battle mode though, I won 95% of the time until, all right, so I don't know how unlucky you were to be losing to the point where it gives you a handicap with the big mushroom.
Yep.
Yeah, my
Yep.
little brother always got that handicap, and it would always
Mm-hmm.
murder me every single time because the whole point is to collect stars, and you could destroy the whole, especially the pipe area. I don't know if you remember the pipe area,
Yeah.
but you could
All right. That
destroy
that
the
was
whole
that
thing.
was the map I was visioning. I was visioning that map in my head when you said the big mushroom.
Yeah,
I said yep,
you
and
could
I was thinking
destroy the
I remember every single pipe
whole
got broken.
map and collect all the stars
Mm-hmm.
so easily. But if and of course, if the other player touches you with that giant mushroom, you die. But of course, I could, even whenever I was losing, I could never get that mushroom. I would try to lose on purpose to try to get
Yeah.
that mushroom, just because of the fact that I was like, bro, I want to be big. I want big.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like yeah, I feel that because there'd be few occasions where I would get it, and there'd be like most of them when I didn't, and I'm just like, because I said let me, because I remember on the map with the pipes, I always get the tiny mushroom, and I'd be able to like run around like you can't get me, I'm too small, and I'm like, and the little high pitched jump, the boing boing, yeah, and use that get this.
Boing. Hit him with that.
Me if I was a flea.
Boing.
Yeah, because he'd jump and he'd go.
Dude, that power up right there was always OP on the level that where you had the ceiling crushing you or whatever. Getting
Yep.
the mini mushroom in that one was so overpowered.
Oh, I fully agree. And you could also run fast and run on water if you were running fast enough.
Facts. Like so overpowered. I love it.
I liked it in the Mario movie whenever he's like eat this, I am prepared for this mushroom, and he eats it, and it played the exact sound effect to the like the opposite of the growing noise.
Yeah.
And then Seth Rogen goes and then flicks him. He's like, you picked the wrong mushroom.
I love Seth Rogen's laugh, man. It's great.
Same here.
Oh, man.
All right, so now that we talked about our first Mario game, what is your favorite Mario game with Charles Martinet as a voice actor in it? If you need more time for this one, though, I will gladly start.
I'm going to go ahead and let you go, but it's 95% of the time chance going to be the same thing as my first game, but I'm going to keep thinking on it real quick.
Yeah. Okay, so with mine, I'm gonna give it an honorable mention. I'll do this an honorable mention, and then I'll do my first. So my honorable mention is Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, because Mario doesn't talk in that game, but he has a lot of creative sound effects, and like in Thousand Year Door, he has a lot of creative sound effects. Like he always does. He does the woohoo, the oh, and then whenever he's talking really fast, he goes. Like, dude, when he's explaining something, he just does like I call it Charles Martinet Italian mumbling, and you just hear.
Man's hitting me with that Animal Crossing talk.
No, because like if I were to pull up Paper Mario explaining, like you hear him, he talks fast. It's nothing but like. If I can find it, because I'm not sure if I can actually find the exact clip of it. I might not be able to, but every time Paper Mario talks, you always hear him talking like nothing but like straight up Italian. Let's see, talking here. Yeah, talking sound effect. This is what it should be. I don't know if this is it or not. I guess this isn't it. But if I can find it later, I'll insert. Oh, Italian gibberish is what it's called. That's pretty much what it sounds like. That's how it sounds like when Mario and Luigi are talking, pretty much in that game. And then you said the Mario sound effects. Like, I love it because like it's very creative because like the whole Paper Mario shtick is like he's paper, so they add like paper element to it at times.
Yeah.
But like just the fact that it's like it's creative, they also add the artsy element where they're like, let me just add all these cool sound effects and also the Italian gibberish. All right, so that one being my honorable mention. although I haven't beaten it yet, and I know I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this, but Mario Galaxy I think is probably my favorite performance of Charles Martinet, 1 and 2.
Never
But I
played it.
haven't beaten the game yet, and I'm going to. Okay, well, you're gonna get more flack than me now, but
I have it in the All-Star collection. I just haven't
yeah,
played it
same
yet.
with me.
Just haven't played it.
I have. Well, see, we actually we have a good excuse because we have ADHD and we hyperfixate on stuff too fast. Because I hyperfixated on the game for like a week, and I 100%ed like 6 different planets, and then I'm still on it. But dude, I love Mario talking in that game. I love his work, like all the noises he does. Um, Mario talking in that game is really good, and like the scenery, everything, and like my favorite part in that entire game, which is everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, of course that's his favorite part," but like, if there's any soundtrack in that game that's my favorite, it's got to be Gusty Garden Galaxy. I'm not gonna play it because I don't want to get copywritten already because we probably already gone to from Mario 64 music. I
Yeah.
was just playing without thinking about it, but it's the one that played, and it's the one that you hear the most often, like the dun 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 dun.
I think
I
so.
gotta play just like a little snip. I'm not gonna
I
play the
think I know what
entire
you're talking
thing.
about.
I like it too much. I gotta listen to it now. I gotta find a slow version of it.
But yeah, for me, I never played the Galaxy just because of the fact of I was trying to beat all the games in order that were on the All Stars, like
Yeah,
remake or whatever.
I did the same.
So I was trying to get. I'm still in the middle of Sunshine, and there's like a
Same here.
certain level that's so irritating to me. I just had to stop. I couldn't do it, man. I was like,
I don't
I'll
blame
have
you,
to come
man.
back to this later. Like, I don't know. It's a whole new thing, especially dealing with the Switch controls compared to a normal controller. It's
No, dude, 'cause I played it on the GameCube, bro, and those controllers freaking sucked. So the Switch
I'm
brought the
fine with the
controllers
game
are better on the
controller,
Switch.
but the Switch controller, I don't know. I don't like the controls on it.
No, I'm not
I
talking
love
about
the
the GameCube
control.
controller.
I love the Switch, but the controls are horrible compared to the normal
No,
consoles.
no, I got you. I love the GameCube controller. I'm just talking about like how the buttons were mapped in Sunshine on the GameCube are not the same mapped on the All Stars. So like some of the buttons don't do the same thing, and I had to figure out what buttons did what in that one.
Yeah.
And I was like,
See, I wish you could set up your own controls on games, like
I
on
fully
every
agree.
game, because there's a lot of games where they have preset controls and it's horrible just because of the fact of they aren't the same way that so like you're used to hitting A for jump. Well, A is now Y on the controller. Like it's weird. I don't like those kind
Yeah,
of games. I wish they could. I wish you could set up the controls yourself, but instead you just kind of have to deal with it.
yeah, dude. I wish they remastered like all of 64. I would have paid like I would have given my left kidney for that, or at least like a newer one with Luigi in it.
Yeah, I mean, I wish they would have implemented into like the All Star Special, or was it? I can't remember if it was.
Galaxy 2.
I don't remember if it was in the original 64 game, but the one on the DS where you had the 2-player Yoshi game.
Yeah.
Yeah, was that implemented on the original? I don't think it was.
No.
No. All right.
New one. It wasn't in the original because that one was on the N64 didn't have wireless capability yet.
Well, it didn't have wireless, but it also had you can play 4-player games. So that's why I was trying
Yeah,
to
I
ask.
don't think that one. Oh yeah, I forget. But I don't think that one was 2-player at that time.
Is the Switch one include that? I can't remember either. I haven't. No, it doesn't.
No.
Dang.
Mm-mm. But there's a mod online where you can play it online, and you can play like with 100 different people in the same game, and you don't all have to be Mario. You get to be different skins, bro.
Oof. I'm chilling, man. I
Yeah,
don't need to
here.
play with 100 people. Sounds
This
chaotic.
is the music I was trying to play right here though. Found it.
Yeah.
Bro, look, I didn't play Galaxy as a kid, so like I did the same thing as you. The first time I played it was on All Stars, or you haven't played it at all.
I
But
still haven't
that
played it. I
I
was
know that
about to
was your
say
idea.
there's no. I haven't
Yeah,
played it as a kid. No, I still haven't played it as
yeah.
an adult.
I did the same thing that you did. Like I played them in sequential order, but then like Sunshine got to a point where I'm like I forgot where I was at and what I was doing, so I said, "Nah, I'm gonna just hop on Galaxy instead." And Rosalina, I'm gonna take a segue real quick. Rosalina is the finest princess in the Mario Kingdom, and no one's gonna tell me anything otherwise.
Oh, he get thirsty, man. He said, "Ooh."
Yeah, I'm drooling already.
He drooling.
But oh yeah, but nah.
Down
So
bad.
like I didn't get the whole nostalgia feel for Galaxy, like because when I was watching the movie, I looked at my friend Ricky, and my friend Ricky's like in tears. He's like, "This is the first time I've heard this song since Mario Galaxy." Because Ricky like 100% every game, and dude, like he heard Captain Toad's theme, and he freaking jumped up. He's like, "I heard Captain Toad, and like I heard like the little whistle." I'm like, "Bro, how do you hear the freaking whistle?" But then, like I heard it, and I'm like, I did hear the whistle. I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool actually. But then like when I heard Gusty Garden Galaxy, bros like shedding like a single tear, being like, I haven't heard this in so long. I'm like, that's wild. I really wish I could have done that. Like felt the same. I wouldn't feel the same because I didn't grow up with that game, and I feel really sad that I didn't.
The only thing that I got of Captain Toad is the demo that they had at Walmart and Target. That's the only thing I got out
Bro,
of it.
you ever?
The game was great. I love puzzle games, but like I just have not paid for it. I don't want to pay $60 for Captain Toad when there's so many
Well,
other
see,
games
if
I
you
don't want to pay $60 for that I want more.
if you bought Super Mario 3D World, it comes with like certain levels. You have Captain Toad levels where you're just Captain Toad and you have to solve the puzzles.
Yeah.
Because that's where he came out. And then people were like, let's just make. And it was like Nintendo was like, hey, they like these puzzles. Let me just make a whole game about Captain Toad. I have it. I'm in the Toadette book right now, and I don't like it because I don't want to be Toadette. I want to be Toad. I didn't buy Captain Toadette. I bought Captain Toad. So
It's like someone
there's
saying, I don't
that.
want to be
But
Luigi or Wario or Waluigi. I bought a Mario game. I want to be Mario.
dude, I want to be anybody but Mario. I love Mario, but dude is overrated. I like every other character way more.
He wants the, oh yeah.
And Luigi's got that. Oh, I forgot that for you.
Spaghetti.
All right. So with me finishing mine, what is your favorite Mario game? If you found more.
All right, so I'm just gonna have to go ahead and say, so there's I'm gonna include a funny story into after I explain mine.
Yeah.
Because it's like your honorable mention one, but it's not. It's not something that I choose as my top. But anyway,
yours is Mario. Yours is Mario teaches typing, doesn't it?
No, that's the thing.
I'm going to type. I'm going to type this for you. Yeah.
That's the thing.
Dude. Yeah, dude. Look, you type with Mario, but then he goes, I'm going like, dude. It's so freaking funny. Hold on.
Oh god, I did not know that was a thing. But
dude, no, and Charles Martinet voices it too.
So
he goes, I'm a fly for you.
Mine's gonna be this. My favorite. Still gonna have to stay the same as my first, just because of the fact of it was implemented. Even whenever that came in the All-Star special thing, like they had it on there, and I was excited, and I instantly started playing that to try to 100% it again.
Here.
Like I don't know, something about Mario 64 has always been the best thing to me.
Yeah,
but
because it's so I love the graphics because they're like clunky.
It's so
like the little triangles.
It's so good. I kind of I low key wish they would have reanimated it like they did for the cover of the case for the games. But no, instead they said, "Here, I'm gonna make it look like it's gonna be a new Mario remake." No,
I'm gonna put it in 780p instead.
We're just gonna keep it the old style and put it on a whole new game system. So yeah, it looks horrible. It was good for its time, but it looks horrible nowadays.
They took out the glitches too.
Oh yeah, true.
To do a to do a brief interruption. This is from Mario Teaches Typing 2. This is Charles Martinet voicing this.
I'm going to fly for you.
No.
I hate my nose.
What is this, man? Why is that a thing?
No, because bro, he voice read freaking Mario Teaches Typing, and in the second one they had that little face gear thing that he had on his head where it did all the moving things. So he goes, "I'm going to fly for you."
You're not making any
He goes,
sense. Shut up.
Ow! Oh, it hit my nose.
God, man. Yeah.
All right, now we can.
So
Yeah, but we stopped at them taking out the glitches and the
Well, yeah. So
game.
it's like I don't know. Like I said, it's just gonna have to stay my favorite just because of the fact of I've always been so excited just to replay Mario 64. There's a lot of good games out there that I played, and I can't remember half of them off the top of my head. But there's one that I'm about to tell you a funny story of. It was me and my little brother. You know Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we had that on the DS, right? I had my original DS, like the original. I had saved up money for it for my birthday, and I finally paid for it. Well, years later, I was able to get my hands on the DSi XL. So I had a big upgrade. You know, I was like, this is the best thing ever. So my little brother didn't.
That's what I did.
Yeah, my little brother didn't have a DS at that point, so I was letting him use my original DS. Well, we were playing Mario and Sonic, and I want to say we were playing. I want to say the one where you throw like the javelin. You got to see how far you could throw it. Well, we were playing multiple games, of course, and I think that was the last one that did it. So my little brother had bad anger issues whenever it came to anything. If he was losing, he was pissed. So you can probably see where this is going. So I beat him on that final game right there, and he takes my DS and he throws it, and it hits the chair, the kitchen chair right there, the dining table, and it splits in half, like a perfect split, but it's being held on by one wire. One wire, and it's enough to let you hit the power button, and it'll turn on for a second, and then would shut right back off. I was like, bro, ain't no way. Of course, my mom was like, oh, it's fine. I'm like, no, it's not fine. I spent my money on that. And he just destroyed my property.
Hear me out. If you break the top piece off, bro, the bottom still works as a Game Boy, and all you need is the Game Boy game, and you can play it.
Thing is, it wasn't that one. It did have a Game Boy one, but it was the original, like, you know.
I know. Yeah.
So I had that.
I know exactly what you're talking
about. Yeah, I had that, and of course that's.
I forgot you weren't talking about the light.
Yeah, that's the light.
The OG.
I had the OG, like, and the fact that that's how my OG DS went down is.
That's so tragic.
It's irritating and tragic, but at the same time, it's a funny story. At least, you know, it's like, oh yeah, your little brother was, you know, he had anger issues. He didn't like the fact that you were winning all the time. At least I was winning, you know. That was the cause of, you know, my DS's downfall. But be what it be, I guess. I got a new one, a new OG. So we chilling.
Oh yeah, and see, like, before I get any further with the topics, like, this is how everybody must have felt when Reggie said that he was leaving Nintendo because he wanted to spend more time with his family. When Reggie left, I wasn't fully a Nintendo guy, so I didn't know much about Reggie. But then, like, I feel like everybody was like, their heart was broken. They're like, no, Reggie's leaving. Like, oh, I'm like, I don't really know how this is affecting everybody. I barely know Reggie. And then, like, now that it's like Charles Martinet, I'm like, bro, this is like tearing me up. Like, I'm happy for the guy because I understand why he's voice work for that long can be strenuous, and I know that. That's why I'm like,
Especially
I
like
get
high
it.
pitch roles, like the Mario voice of
Yeah,
Yahoo. I can't do
yeah,
much the
and like,
high
and
pitch.
plus with Nintendo like pushing out as much Mario games as they can, I'm sure it's probably exhausting for him to have to keep going to studios and just record him just going like what. Yeah, the best one.
Starts hitting him with the crash
Like,
meme, the wall,
oh
wall,
yeah.
wall, wall. Yeah, man, I love that meme.
But dude, like this one's actually hitting me pretty hard now because like when I finally like got into Nintendo more and I started like learning about all the stuff with like Reggie, like my favorite Nintendo meme of all time is him going, "All right, that's all the time I've got. I got to get back to playing Animal Crossing New Leaf on my Nintendo 3DS," and then the direct just ends. I'm like, perfect, literal legend. And then watching Video Game Donkey's video on him, like Donkey was like so upset. He's like, man, we're never going to get another Reggie. Like Reggie was the man. We do have Doug Bowser now, but we don't have. He said we got this dude who says he's Bowser, but he's not a turtle. He said, and we're losing our boy Reggie. You know, like that hit me now, but like growing up, like because I didn't grow up with him, but I grew up with Mario games, so knowing that Charles Martinet is never going to really voice like he'll still do the impressions probably like at cons and stuff, but he'll probably never like voice Mario, Luigi, Wario, or Waluigi ever again.
Yeah, if you don't mind me asking, what all roles did Reggie do? Because I'm not familiar. I didn't even know who he was until you just said something.
He was basically the director of Nintendo in America. Nintendo America, I believe. Don't quote me on that. Let me get it right. Reggie Fils-Aime. He was the president and chief operating officer of Nintendo of America. Yeah, pretty much. Let's see. Here's the legend. Maybe you've seen his picture before. There's
I
my
have
boy
not.
Reggie.
No. Yeah, I'm
Here,
very out of
let me pull out the legendary.
I'm very out of the circle.
Don't
of a
worry,
lot of
I'm gonna
things.
pull out the meme for you.
Oh, it's a meme?
I'm pulling out the meme for
A
you.
whole meme?
No, there is a certain meme.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm very out of the circle with everything. I tend to live under a rock and go to work and then record. Sometimes I haven't recorded in a while, but been making memes.
Hey bro, let him cook.
Let him cook.
He only did he did a direct for 3 minutes and 26 seconds. And at the very end of the direct, this is how he ends it.
Okay, that's all the time I've got. I gotta get back to playing Animal Crossing New Leaf on my Nintendo 3DS.
And it just ends.
Jesus.
It's such a legend. And like, because he left, I think he left in like 2019 or 2020 because he left in 2019 because he wanted to spend time with his family.
Yeah.
And because it's a strenuous job. Nintendo's like so we had to go like every press conference regardless, and that could be strenuous. So he wanted to spend more time with his family. Then COVID struck. I'm like, bruh, dude just like left his job and now he can't even do nothing with his family anyway. I'm like, I was thinking, Reggie, come at Nintendo until COVID's over, then you can quit.
Oh,
but
speaking of the C word, apparently it's starting to come back around. I don't know if you heard.
Don't worry, bro. I already got 2 shots. I ain't getting no more.
Well, they're saying they're about to start bringing the mask back. They started. My boss brought it up at work. Or whatever. I was like, they better not, man. Anyway.
Hey, shout out to Dream. Shout out to Dream with the mask.
The mask.
That's what the point of the mask is.
God, man.
At least you know that one, so we're chilling.
I know the face reveal thing, yeah.
Dude, my boy was like,
so this is me.
He got that giga chin.
So this is me. Alright,
Hey guys, Dream here. I'm not wearing my mask anymore. Dude, the internet bullied him so much he put the mask back on and deleted the video.
God, man.
He deleted it. He deleted the video and put the mask.
Bro, that was everywhere. It was great. People roasted the hell out of him, and it was great.
Yeah, they said he looked like
Put
I
it
don't remember
back.
what.
Put it back.
Yeah, people kept saying Rumpelstiltskin from Shrek.
God, man. All right, back on topic.
All right, well, so yeah,
I don't even know
yeah.
where we
Getting back
were.
to topic. So, well, I was about to change the topic. And I said, well, before I do that, let me go off. But yeah, so back on topic. I want to say out of the 4 voices that he acts, Mario, Luigi, Wario, and Waluigi, who is your favorite, or who are you going to miss the most?
All right.
Because I have an honorable mention and my favorite as well.
I'm about to say I have 2 favorites. It's Luigi and Waluigi.
All right, so one of your favorites is my honorable mention.
What's your favorite?
Okay, so my honorable mention is Luigi because Luigi's legendary. My favorite is
The big guy who likes to eat garlic. Oh.
he goes, oh my goodness, you guys, I ate way too much garlic and having liquid poop in the toilet.
So you're talking about
Hear me
Mario,
out.
right?
No, we're talking about the
You're
main
talking about
man,
Mario with the upside
legend.
down first letter.
Wario.
Hear me out though. We are never going to get a full-fledged "Oh my God" out of Charles Martinet ever again.
God, man.
That's so upsetting.
Wario is a good
Because, dude,
one.
like
That was a good one.
when the new WarioWare commercial came out, freaking Charles Martinet did the entire commercial in Wario's voice. He goes, "Come play my new game," and I'm like, I'm playing it now just because Wario said that.
Bro, I
then
need to play one of the WarioWare games. I want to so bad, but
Dude,
I have not had a chance.
I have one. Whenever you could come over, I have one of them already that you could play. But yeah, we'll never hear one of these full-fledged things ever again.
Oh my God!
Oh my God! Wow!
He goes, oh, he says this. I remember every time they have Charles Martin do an impression, he says the same thing. He goes,
Oh, you're gonna eat that garlic? Have a rotten day.
I'm like, legend. But like, again, like, all right, you go first because you were going to tell me first, and that you said, well, what are yours? And I'm like,
Oh,
well, I'll tell you
I
mine. But
said mine.
Tell me your reasons why.
Oh, so reasons?
Oh, did you have any reasons why?
Reasons? I don't know. I've always just
like
liked
Waluigi.
Luigi a lot better than Mario.
Same.
And
He's my favorite Mario brother because he's like me for real.
And I feel like Waluigi, he's very underrated, you know? They didn't put him in anything. They made him a trophy. Wasn't it like an assist trophy in the Ultimate game, Smash? Like, come on, man.
So
he deserves a character at least. I think the only thing he's had a legit character in is Mario Party and what's it called?
Mario Tennis.
Yeah, Tennis. Yeah. I think those are the only 2 games that he's actually had a character in. Or maybe Mario Kart, I can't remember. But still,
I think it was on the Wii U game. My friend Adam, he modded Waluigi in the game, and dude, it was so freaking good.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he's so underrated, man. Like, come on, give my boy a chance. Waluigi for the win. Give him some credit.
I just scratched my leg because it was itchy, but it's also sunburnt, and I'm in so much pain.
For those of you who don't know, he just came back from the beach and he made a no-no.
I am rojo like tomate. That means red like a tomato for you non-Spanish speakers.
We're bilingual in here.
Of course. What? Yeah. So. Wait, you finished your reasons why for those?
Yeah.
I didn't want to interrupt if you didn't.
Yeah, you chill.
Okay, so for mine, Luigi's my honorable mention because I feel like him, because I feel like in a way I'm always overshadowed by my older brother, and I'm just kind of living in the limelight. Every once in a while I'll get a good shot and he'll be like, oh wow, Colby, you did this. I'm like, yep, that was me. And then like the next day something else happens and I get overshadowed again. I'm like, well, there we go.
That's a good
And
reason. I'm overshadowed by everything, not just my little brother.
yeah.
He is taller than me now, and I hate it.
Oh, yep, that'd be it then. But then, like, I don't know. I don't like the color red as much. I like the color. I don't like green a lot either because I like purple's my favorite color.
Blue's my
But like,
favorite.
I don't know. Luigi just has this like he has this little aura about him that I like. And like the thing I showed you in Smash Bros. When we were playing Smash, there's a move in Smash Bros. For all you Smash Bros. Players. So if your character grabbing onto the ledge and Luigi walks over there and it's a down taunt, he puts his hands behind his back and does this little shy kick. When he does the kick and you're grabbing on ledge, it's an insta kill. You immediately die. You could die at 0%. I did it to Chris.
I remember you
freaking
got me with
busted
it.
out
Yeah,
laughing.
I was just about to say.
Yeah, because I said, hey Chris, check this out, and I did it, and you were like, what just happened? I'm like, it's the down taunt.
God,
If you kick Luigi's down taunt, he does this little kick. I freaking love that. And then his also his little misfire thing. Like he does a little thing where he charges up and he shoots like a Luigi rocket.
Yep.
There's one called a misfire, and you hear like the only difference is you'll hear a whew when he does that, and he shoots a little bit farther. It is a little bit more powerful, but if you misfire too close to the edge, you can't recover from that. You can't so if you misfire off the edge, you're good as well gone. So my favorite is Wario because I was gonna say Luigi's my favorite, but dude, actually I will say
Wario
Luigi's
for the
my favorite.
memes.
Wario will be my honorable mention because I like Wario strictly for any meme that he's in. His voice is just Wario has this aura about him being like he's that guy. He's like,
Oh, you guys need to play my game. I made this game, WarioWare, all for you.
and then we all just play Wario where he's like,
I got rich from these mini games. Oh, I'm going to buy all this garlic.
and then I want Wario Woods for the GameCube so bad because I love the cover. Wario's just sitting there like in a pile of gold, just being like, he's tossing up jewels. He's like, guy's like huge mouth open, just smiling.
I remember that. I have not played it, nor have I had a chance
Dude,
to
the game
even
is
buy
like
it.
freaking. It's a very hard find.
I think I've seen it once in person, and it was too expensive. And I was like, "Yeah, I'm not buying that right now. Maybe
Yeah.
later when
I don't
I'm
blame her.
rich, if that ever happens."
Yeah. When this podcast pops off.
When my YouTube channel pops off, man, I'm still
I
waiting.
mean, the podcast is popping off.
I'm still
I'm
waiting.
calling this my second job because we have to work a lot, and we have to work hard to make sure that because we'll get the fruit of our reward of our labor soon once we we're gonna keep this going as long as we're consistent with it and we keep putting our all into it. We're gonna get there someday. I don't give up. I'm like Naruto. I don't give up.
At this point, I'll have 3 jobs.
Yeah,
I have my
pretty much. This is my second one.
I have my main job, I have my YouTube, and then I have this.
Yep.
And then maybe more.
And whenever I can actually like fiddle with OBS more, I can do more of the randomized Nuzlocke and stuff on mine. But that's like strictly everybody does randomized Nuzlocke. So like what I have to find stuff that makes us
Makes
stand
you
apart
stand out,
from
yeah.
other people.
That's exactly what.
And knowing I do really good when I'm with other people because I'm able to bounce off with them. But when I'm with myself, I'm like, bro, I'm just dead focused on the game. I'm just
It's hard.
silent.
It's hard to keep a good, conversation by yourself whenever you have nothing to commentate on. It's
Yeah,
very hard.
that's why I found the
you
podcast.
eventually get used to
I found
it.
the episode by myself.
You eventually get
Yeah,
used to
like
it.
I can imagine. I found the episode that I had to do by myself that one week in the podcast. Dude, that one was like kind of hard because like I kept saying I kept like thinking more because I kept losing my train of thought, and I eventually like I said, you know what? I'm just gonna stop now before I start repeating myself, but because I feel like I've done all I could right now.
Yeah.
So you guys have a great one with that. But like Wario, to finish Wario, like the WarioWare games are so fun. I have the original one on my Game Boy. I have there's a new one coming out on the Switch too. I just got the other one, Get It Together or something like that. And the new one's like WarioWare Move 2, and you use the Joy-Cons. You can move with the Joy-Cons and stuff like that. and that's supposed to be super fire. I want to get that one because then like you and me could play that like mini games. Chris, I get a capture card on this bad boy, bro. History.
All right, I just got to be careful because Nintendo has a thing of getting a lot of people for using their content.
All right, here's what I'll do. I'll record it with a crappy camera and I'll put it on YouTube and say, "You can't mess me up with this. I'm not showing your stuff really good."
They could still get you. There's a certain YouTuber I watch, and he mods, but he does not sell those mods. He strictly does it to try to make the game more challenging for like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom and stuff. So he's done multiple videos, like numerous for Breath of the Wild. And at one point, Nintendo started going back through the past and copywriting every single one. And it was like, why? It wasn't an issue before. And he even strictly said, I don't sell this. This is strictly for the entertainment purpose and to see if the game gets harder, if there's a way to beat it and everything with these mods. And he's still in their guidelines of what they put in order to, say that they can copyright strike or whatever, or cause issues. He was still in the guidelines, so where they shouldn't have been able to do that. But, of course they're going to do it anyway. So, I don't know. Gotta be careful with it.
Here's what we do. We record the game, but then cut out like 3 minutes of different content from different parts of the game, and Nintendo can't do crap because we're not showing full parts of the game.
Well, you're still showing the game. That's the point. Like they can still technically get you for anything using their content.
All right, I will go online, make my own game, and then say this is just like WarioWare, except it has a crappy JPEG of me.
Instead of Legend of Zelda, it's called Legend of Belda.
Yeah, and then it's just a bell with a sword in it.
Play as Bink, and you go save Zelda.
It's Stinking Lelda.
Stinking Lelda.
All right, so pulling back with these,
that whole game yourself, man. I have no patience in that.
I couldn't. I will never do that. I think we talked most of our fondest memories already, but do you have any more like fond memories you remember playing of like these Mario games? Because I have like one specific one I was going to talk about.
Besides, like, I'm trying to think of what all Mario games that I've played that he's voiced something in. But I remember back in whenever I was in daycare, whenever the new Super Mario Bros. Was on the DS.
Yeah.
I remember at one point someone had the capture of the gameplay card or whatever, you know what I'm talking about? Like DS. It basically allows you to mod all the games.
Yeah, Action Replay.
Action Replay, that's what it was. Yeah.
I had an Action Replay because I modded Pokemon Platinum to have every Pokemon be shiny.
I had one. I don't know what happened to it. And the thing is, I don't know if you've seen how much those things go for now, but they're a pretty penny. A lot more than what they used to be.
Yeah, because Target used to sell them for like maybe $15.
Yeah, I was about to say they weren't that much. And then now I saw a couple in person. I was like, yo.
Mine freaking broke.
I wish I had one. I low-key would pay for it if I had the money for it. But yeah, I remember we used to mod it and everything. And I don't know. There's not much memories I could think of as far as like that would create a story for it. But we used to play the mini games and stuff like that, and the Mario versus Luigi all the time in daycare. Same thing, like I said, my little brother and everything. Of course, I'd always win unless he got the mega mushroom, the giant mushroom. But besides that, I don't really think there's too much I can really create a story for. So I'll just swing it over to you.
Yeah, so my first one, I remember I was in 3rd grade and Mario Party DS came out. That's one of my favorite Mario Parties, by the way. Mario Party DS was great.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that one.
Yeah, bro, we were in class. I'd be in class, and then, like, we have like recess, and our teacher's like, you can either go outside or stay in class, and it's fine, but you can do whatever. So we stayed in class, and me and like 3 friends hopped on Mario Party DS, and we were like playing it. And so I said, guys, hear me out. If we close our games and then we go home, we can keep playing it because I didn't know how Wi-Fi worked back there, wireless worked back then. So I'm like, we can play. And when I get home and open the DS, it all said disconnected. I said, what does it mean disconnected?
To me, we
And I
were
said,
all
maybe
in
we
the
gotta try it.
game.
Yeah, that's how it was pretty much. We didn't know about that when we were kids. We were just like, why isn't it working properly? And then like,
All right. Before you continue that,
yeah,
you know, me and you had to 1-on-1 go against it on the get the let out game, right?
100%. I will gladly do
Oh,
that anytime.
I'm a beast with that, man. I've mastered my gamer finger. And the same thing with the slicing cucumber. I used to be a lot better as a kid. Now
Yep.
my joints don't move as fast. So it's like I can't go as fast as I used to, but I'm still pretty fast. So we'll have to put that to the test one day. Especially get the let
100%.
out,
I
man.
am
That was
down.
my favorite.
Yeah, I was sitting there like,
Just go.
I'm like sweating, my face be dark red. I just scratched my sunburn again.
All right, I'll let you continue now. I just had to put that in.
Yeah, you're good. I just remembered another memory, so I got 2 more. My second one was with Mario Kart Wii. Every time we'd get out from church, we go to my uncle's house, and he had a Wii, and we'd always be playing Mario Kart Wii is still my favorite Mario Kart because like the music, the games, the controls, and then I would never use tilt controls because tilt controls got me irritated.
Tilt
So I would
controls
plug in
suck.
I'd plug in that little thing to the remote and play it on the little remote like that.
I was about to say tilt
That's
controls
how
didn't
I would
work
play
half
it.
the time, man. You had to use the controls.
Yeah, I thought it was cool. I put it in the little the steering wheel. Like I tried it with that. I'm like, nah, steering wheel, the tilt control suck. So we were playing like that, and then
Can't get over that you had a
uh
visitor and you just had to put up the weight.
yeah, I said, I think it was my sister. Um, but there's one time when I finally unlocked Funky Kong. I'm like, who's Funky Kong? And I clicked on. I'm like, dude, this is the funkiest Kong ever. And it was just Donkey Kong with glasses, but I realized that that's his cousin. I'm like, Funky Kong goes crazy. And I would also use Rosalina because this is the first time she was in a Mario Kart game.
Mm-hmm.
And then my other fond memory was me and my sister and then 2 of my neighbors. We'd all play New Super Mario Bros. Wii, and I'd always either be Mario or Luigi, and the only person who was like really bad at it was my sister because like we would all be ahead and she'd be like all behind us, and my neighbor would be like, Kaylee, go already, and she'd be like crying. She's like, I can't go that far without you. Guys keep going ahead of me. And then and like there'd be times where like I'd pick Kaylee up and just throw her off the cliff if she'd die, and then she'd come back in the bubble. She's like, guys, unpop me, and we'd be like, no, you're taking too long. So we just like drag her in the bubble. She's like,
God, man. That's how it was whenever my, I guess you could say, old nephew and nieces in law, whatever, back whenever I was still with my ex fiance.
Yeah.
That's how it was every single time. My old little niece, whatever, she used to get like she used to die and she'd get put in the bubble and she just kind of float in the back. She's like, let me out. And they're like, no.
Yeah, and Mario, if Mario's in there, he's like, hello, please unpop me. Or hey,
God,
hello.
man. I used to
completely
laugh my
forgot.
ass off watching them play it.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. I completely forgot one of my other favorite Mario games. Freaking Odyssey, bro. Odyssey was so freaking good.
Odyssey. I still haven't 100% that one, but I was trying.
Dude, I got like up to like 700 moons. I'm like, bro, I gotta get 1,000 of these. I'm like, ugh.
I don't even remember where I'm at in the game. I haven't opened it up.
I'll do
since
it
I got
eventually. No, if I'm right, I have like 679 if I'm correct.
I don't even know if I've gotten that much. I just know I've gotten a good bit. But
I
of
have
course,
100% of New Donk City. Dude, New Donk City is going to get you freaking mad. Because to get 1 star, you have to do 100 jump ropes in a row without messing up. And if you mess up, it starts you back over at 0. And it gets faster as it progresses. And they start doing double dutch too. Bro, that thing got me so freaking mad.
I'll have to-
But I finally got it. When I cranked out 100, I stopped at 100. I'm like, I did it. I got my star. I'm done. And I finished it.
I'm gonna have to get 101 now.
Yeah. There's another one
Just to
on the
beat
beach
you.
level. I know where I'm at now. I'm at the beach level. There's a volleyball thing. You have to do the volleyball like 30 times in a row. And that thing is so freaking hard to run to. If you miss it, you got to start all over again. That one reminds me exactly of the freaking jump rope.
Yeah, I have no clue
And
where I am. I'd have to open up the game to see where I'm at, and I probably still will not know where I'm at.
oh yeah. Something you'll like though. Once you get to Mushroom Kingdom, you can get the Mario 64 suit that's all pixelated.
Yeah,
I have that one, like the little triangle. I have that suit and I use it a lot. And I'm like, dude, this is great.
hell yeah.
All right, and let's see. To close this off, what do you think What are your expectations for the future of Mario and Nintendo? Because with mine, like I said earlier in the beginning, either like AI, they use his voice clips and everything. 2, they find a new guy. 3, as a running gag, they have Chris Pratt run in there and just be, "Hey guys, it's a me, Mario."
Bro, they need the Chris Pratt one. They need it.
And then we need Charlie Day as Luigi just coming over there going, "Wow, Mario, what are you doing?"
Bro, somehow we need to implement Danny DeVito into it, please.
Yeah, Danny DeVito can be Wario. He's like, "You want a garlic at this troubling time?"
Be like,
He could do it.
God, we need Danny DeVito. My
Yeah, he would be a good
expectations,
Wario.
like I said, AI has come a long way. So I feel like they might choose the AI if they're going to be using different sounds that he never made whenever he was recording. At the same time, they're probably just
Yeah.
going to reuse a bunch of his pre-recorded stuff. Hopefully, if they do get a new person, he doesn't mess it up. Because I don't know about you, have you played Luigi's Mansion 3?
Yeah.
Does Luigi not sound a little bit different?
Well, I will tell you, Charles Martinet was still figuring out Luigi's voice back in Luigi's Mansion, so now it's much more refined. But his voice is a lot different from GameCube. But that's because like GameCube was like early, like first. I think that was Luigi's first talking role. That's why.
Yeah, it was. That's what I was like. It sounds so much different from the original. And of course, I never played the second
Because the
one on
third
the
one
DS. I never played that one.
I did. It was kind of good, but yeah, like, I'm assuming since that one came out in like before I was well, I'd say no. GameCube came out in like 2001, right? Like I was just
I
born.
say it was early 2000s. It wasn't before we were born. What year were you born?
01.
I was about to say I'm 01 as well. It wasn't before we were born. It was early 2000s, yes, but it was either early to mid 2000s. I don't remember exactly.
September 14th, 2001. Okay, yeah. So we were born just very little.
Yeah. So I mean,
Yeah, so that was like one of Luigi's first talking roles. So that's probably why it sounded a little like iffy and off. And then I guess since his voice is much more refined since 2001 from the new one, that's probably why it sounded a little different.
yeah, I was thrown off by it whenever I was playing it. I was like, I don't know how I feel about this sounding like this. I'm so used to the old Luigi sound. I honestly thought it was a new voice actor, and I was like, I don't know how I feel about this. But of course,
Yeah.
I've 100%ed it. Besides the fact that I need multiplayer to do the scare scraper, whatever, so I can collect the ghosts in there. But I've 100% of the whole game besides that. So
Yeah.
but yeah, it's as long as they don't get someone in there replacing him that messes everything up, then I think we should be fine. But I believe they're gonna do the pre-recorded stuff because I mean a lot of Mario stuff is just wah wah It's just
Well,
noises.
see, Nintendo confirmed to IGN that Charles Martinet isn't going to be in Mario Wonder like at all. He has no part in Mario Wonder. So I'm not sure if that means including voice clips or anything. But if you listen to it now after I told you that, you can kind of hear a subtle difference in Mario's voice, like especially when he turns to a elephant and he goes Zowie.
I'm recording.
That goes hard. We both had visitors. Yeah, we both had visitors.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know how that's gonna go. I don't know if they're talking about
Yeah.
like pre-recorded messages or not. But like I said, as long as they don't have someone in there that messes everything up or anything like that, but I'm pretty sure they're just gonna use pre-recorded messages or AI. Because like I said, AI's come a long way, so they're probably gonna use
Yeah.
one of those two, and
Yeah,
hopefully.
because they created the well, it's Rick and
Morty
Morty
time.
time. Yeah, they created that with AI so they can do
Yeah.
anything now.
So AI's come a long way. So it's probably going to be one of those two. But if they do get a new person, hopefully they're good.
It needs to be Chris Pratt.
It needs to be Chris
It needs to
Pratt.
be Chris Pratt.
It needs to be.
Just for the meme. Just for the meme. I would
Guys,
love
let's
that.
let's start a whole thing where we have to make a petition of getting Chris Pratt to voice Mario in all the Mario games now.
Well, this means we just need Jack Black to be Bowser. We need to have Jack Black be Bowser.
we need to make the movie canon. They have to sound the same.
Here, look, hold on, because I got an even better part of it for you. We have Bowser say a funny line. Let's see. Yeah, we have Bowser say this line. Hold on, I'm trying to see. This is it. Hold on. I'm trying to see. It's in a meme, but the meme is showing me like Kung Fu Panda. And I'm trying to like just get the voice clip.
Get that skadoosh.
Here we get this. Jack Black yells this as Bowser.
Fuck you!
He said, "Fuck you."
Oh, here it is.
This into the Dragon Warrior, huh? Fuck you! You fucking.
We have him say that as Bowser.
Bro, we need Chris Pratt and Jack Black. We need it. We need it. We need to start a
Yeah.
petition, man. Can't
Well,
accept
we might as well
anyone
get everybody
else.
else too, because we don't have a Luigi, so we need Charlie Day as well to be Luigi.
That's true. We need, like I said, all the voice actors for the movie. We need them to start.
And I will 100% be Wario, bro. I walk in there. Oh my goodness, you guys! I have eaten too much garlic today. I cannot get my gold. Yeah, front. And Chris, you just walk in there and go, wah,
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 wah, wah. Wah, Luigi.
yeah, that's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do.
Hit that Waluigi. Wah.
Oh, yeah. Waluigi gets his Waluweenie stuck in the vending machine remastered 3.
Can't be doing this to me.
You've gotta
I've
see
been
that
drinking,
picture.
so it's like.
You gotta see that picture.
God, that's so much
Yeah,
funnier than it
Waluigi
would
gets
be.
his Waluweenie stuck in a vending. Waluigi gets his Waluweenie stuck in a vending machine remaster.
Yes. God, man, that is so much funnier than it would be right now.
Wait, so dude, right when we end the video, since you're already thinking this is great, you've got to hear this. This video called Wario laughing, dude.
Oh, I think I know
So-
exactly what you're talking about.
But there's a new one.
There's a new
And
one.
the new one, dude, the new one had me freaking cry. I was laughing so freaking hard. Hey, Wario laughing 3. I don't like ads, and I like how that makes me watch ads. I don't want to watch Channing Tatum.
Oh, but you don't like the Channing Tatum?
Oh, bro, they got a commercial of Tate's cookies. Shout out to Jay Schlatt.
Bro, cookies sound so good. I still don't think it beats the original. I don't think it beats the original, to be honest. Hit him with that.
I think the ending is probably one of the best ones. I think.
Again,
Here, I'll do the original one.
still
just for
doesn't
you
beat
then.
the original. But yeah.
All right. Here's the original. Yeah.
Wait.
Hit him with that.
I make that noise when I poop and the water gets in my butt.
In your butt.
Yeah, bro. You ever poop and like the water just like goes up and like slaps your nuts and tickles your butt?
But in your butt?
No, not in it, bro. It hits the butt and it gives your balls little fairy kisses.
The little Poseidon's kiss. The mwah.
Yeah, it goes like.
God, man. I don't
goes
know
up,
how
kisses
we've
your
gone
butt,
from
and then
Mario to
just on
shit, but
it's hit the fan, bucko.
God, man, this is some ending to this damn podcast episode. It's great.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, so to end this on a more serious note, though, I want to say, yeah, I gotta follow serious after that, but yeah, but I wanted to say, not just from me, but from everybody else in our generation. I doubt he would ever listen to this at all, but like, just thank you, Charles, for everything that you've done for all of us, giving Mario his voice, giving voice to 3 more characters, expand in a way, expanding the Mario Kingdom, expanding the Mario universe to like give every character a little bit more personality that he's voiced, and being able to make all of us happy, like keep the entire community happy, making doing all this stuff with all these characters, and himself just enjoying the fun that he had. We couldn't have asked for a better childhood without. We couldn't have had as good a childhood as we had without him as Mario. So, like, as a co-host of Hyperfixated Podcast, I want to say thank you for our childhood, and thank you for giving us Mario's voice.
so I don't have a long speech, but I do want to say he's the GOAT. He's been there.
He's the greatest of all time.
Been there for a while, man. Like it's touched a lot of hearts. I know he's been a big part of my childhood. Like I said, with Mario 64, especially with all the remakes and everything. It kept on coming back, and all these different games that, again, I don't remember half of them that I've played, but especially to find out that, like I said, he voiced the dragon in Skyrim and everything. That was a big surprise to me.
My boy Parthurnax.
That was a big surprise to me. I did not expect that. And then the moment I met him in Comic-Con, he probably won't listen to this, but if he does, then yo, I know you don't remember me, but I met you back at Comic-Con, and it was really cool to meet you. It was really cool to meet you and hear you do the Mario voice for me. It was great. But yeah, I mean, big part of my childhood, and definitely will not forget it.
He's gonna be at Collecticon, bro.
Is he?
Yeah, I looked at the guest list. He's gonna be there.
Bet. I might have to get some, especially now that he's not going to be voicing anything anymore. I might get my cartridge signed.
Your what?
My Mario 64 cartridge.
Oh, that'd be sick. I would get my 1000 Year Door signed, but it's my only copy, and I kind of still want to play it.
I'll still play. I'll just get it at the top of it where I could just place it in without worrying about it.
Nah, mine would not work that well on the GameCube.
Yeah, not the GameCube, but
Unfortunately.
the Mario, the 64. You could just put it at the top of the cartridge and make sure you hold it by the sides whenever you're taking it out of the console. You should be chilling. I might have to do that. Spend more money than I was already expecting to spend.
I'm unfortunately only gonna be doing Bryce Papenbrook.
What?
Bro, by the way, bro, like I don't know how much he's gonna be, and I really want to spend like $1,000 at a convention.
He's not gonna be $1,000. Trust me.
No, not him. I'm thinking like if I do him, like a bunch of other people.
I'm gonna be doing a good bit of people, and I'm still not gonna be hitting 1,000. Probably not even gonna hit half 1,000. So I think you should be chilling.
Because I high key kind of want to meet Tara Strong at that thing too. She voiced a lot of characters from our childhood too.
Yeah, I was gonna be looking at who's all there and see if I have stuff for them, and if I do, then maybe getting autographs. I know I have a whole list I'm gonna be getting. It's gonna be a lot of stuff I have to carry in. So, but yeah,
I'm bringing my singular Attack on Titan manga, and then I think that's it.
I gotta bring in the ODM sword. Hopefully, I don't get kicked out.
I'm gonna wear my Tanjiro jersey, and I'm gonna take a picture with Bryce Papenbrook. See if he can plug the podcast. See if he wants to hop on with the boys. That's the big move right there.
Guys, you gotta continue to listen on just in case Bryce Papenbrook gets on the podcast. Come on. How many of you guys want to see Bryce on this podcast?
I really want to. And like even if he says no, at least I asked, which is more than a lot of people could say.
Yeah.
And that, I asked
at least
Bryce
you can get a shout
on.
out or something too. I mean, it's not like he
yeah.
has to
and I want to give him one of our business cards too.
Yeah, I mean,
because we have business cards with the
like I said, you could pay for videos for them to like give you a shout out, and you could start posting that around and be like, "Hey, Bryce Papenbrook, even he was supporting us." So I mean, take what you will.
Yeah. And all right, guys. So sorry we got off topic a little bit. Thank you again, Charles Martinet, for everything you've done for our childhood. And at this convention, I might just pay to see him, get him to sign something. I just want to shake his hand, tell him thank you for everything. That's all I need. Picture with him, telling him thank you for being a legend.
They can't see it, but I'm gonna shake him with this hand.
Yeah, like you need to watch that, bro. He might be like, oh.
He's gonna go.
He's gonna go in his Luigi voice, be like, "I'm not shaking that."
Oh no!
Oh no! That was perfect.
All right.
All right, guys. I hope you liked this episode. It was really fun to make. Got to take us down memory lane a lot. We will catch you on the next one. See you guys next week.
All right, see you guys, and don't forget to check out the Starkey Experience on YouTube.
Hey, let me get a minute. Hey, let me get one too. And let me hold on. Yeah, you get that right there. What the dog doing? 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 What the dog, what the dog, what the dog doing? What the dog, what the dog, what the dog doing? What the dog, what the dog, what the dog doing? What the dog, what the dog, what the dog